is that I believe that information is curative. I believe that information is medicinal. I believe that if we do not know, if we are either in the dark or choosing not to access information, we have no way to protect ourselves. We have no way to become free. And that only enough information and the proper information will allow us to be free. Who is it who said the truth shall set you free? I believe that. And I'm not making any money off these interviews. I'm not making much money these days at all. But I feel that this story is so important that...
Is anybody mainstream picked up on it?
Well, this is what happened when the story tried to go mainstream. There was a fellow named Fred Aguilar. He had been working at the city desk at the LA Times for about 15 years, and he and I were talking quite a bit when I was researching this. He urged me to send over the finished article to him at the LA Times. He was going to bring it to the attention of the Times. He brought it to the attention of the Times. Fred Aguilar is no longer at the Times. That's what's happening to this story vis-a-vis mainstream media.
Wow. Well, you know what? If you email me the project information stuff, I'll put that on my website.
Great.
I don't have anything on my website in regards to water attacks. I do have information on some of the Patriot Act stuff, but nothing that pinpointed the particular section you stumbled on. For installing delivery systems for mass genocide, basically.
Right.
So yeah, I'll definitely
the verbiage is very, very shocking. It's basically legal if you do it in a peaceful way. So they're talking about peacefully poisoning. Peacefully poisoning people. I mean, that sounds like the height of Satanism. I mean, hell, if you're going to kill people, get violent about it. Be upfront about who you are. Come with the stormtroopers. Give us a chance to defend ourselves. Don't peacefully offer us a glass of water.
Yeah. It's just always something every time you turn around.
I know.
I mean, it's just, get me back to the aliens. You shall see them coming.
I do feel that I have kind of discussed this to the extent of where I need to at this point. I would like to thank you for having me on the air.
Well, I appreciate having you here. I know it's been hard trying to get this together. I wasn't even sure this interview was going to go off tonight because of... Well,
I had a plan B. I had a landline set up. I had a landline set
kind
up
of stuff.
I've been having a lot of... I have mail that doesn't come through. I have all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I figured maybe there might be a problem with the phone card. So a very good friend up in Westwood who was very supportive of what I'm doing and is actually, at this point, making plans to move to Spain because she feels the country has becoming unlivable, has agreed to let me use her phone, and I'm standing actually in her kitchen area looking at the piles and piles of boxes as she empties out her home.
Yeah, I mean, your life's pretty much come to a halt just trying to expose this information.
Well, when one begins to be retaliated against, when there begins to be obviously massive energies directed at one, and there certainly have been at me, one realizes one is on the right track, and one needs to stay on that track.
Yeah.
So that is what I have decided to do.
Yeah, and it's vicious, and people just think, oh, you're always saying you're being attacked, and you're always doing this and that, and they don't understand it until it starts hitting them, what it means. And most people don't. Most people take people like you for granted. She's giving her information. They don't realize the sacrifice involved.
Well,
and that goes for everybody trying to expose this New World Order agenda. They don't realize the sacrifices and the things that are involved that these people go through just to be able to sit on the Internet and sit on Internet radio shows and talk. They don't realize it. They take it for granted. And one of these days, it's all going to come down. There's going to be no more information.
If nothing is done, it will all come down.
Yeah.
But I keep hoping that information will reach a critical mass and there will be a mobilization of efforts.
Well, I'd like to thank you for being on the show. I'm going to wrap this up.
Thank you so much, Sherry, for having me on the air. I'm very pleased to be able to speak with you. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure having the opportunity to get the information out there, too.
All right.
So, thank you, and we'll be in touch.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Janet.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And I'll have her information on my website at SherryTalkRadio. When she sends me it, I'll put a page up, and we'll get this information out. Just something incredible that stumbled on that she found out about, and she's been working to expose how the Patriot Act has sneakily put in acts inside of it that allow for massive delivery systems of genocide. They're going to be using our water systems to poison and kill people, and this is all legal. It's being masked and hidden inside the Patriot Act. Not something a lot of people are aware of, and certainly her life coming under massive retaliation and harassment for trying to get this information out. And naturally, I'll do what I always do when it comes to this stuff. I'll put it on my website. Plenty of them. Put it out there. Some people just can't be intimidated. It makes us stronger, and we'll get the information out. And that's how you can honor people who do spend their lives and put their lives on the line to inform others. And I see it all the time, see it every day, and a lot of people doing the same thing. And the way you can honor them is keep their work going, keep it alive, get it out there, get the information out there. I'm not sure yet how we can protect ourselves against it, but knowing what they're doing is half the battle. Just knowing it. Sometimes when you start exposing their tactics, they do stop them, they do switch them and change them. And I don't think everybody in America today and around the world wants to have to worry about if the glass of water they just poured out of the kitchen sink is the last one they're ever going to have. You know, so we're going to get this in. I'm going to work and get this information out even all the more. Wraps up the show for this week, folks. Be back next week, Monday night at 8 o'clock, with listener call-in. We'll pick that back up. I'll pick up back up with Matthew 24. I want to get into that. And what I'll do is address more, again, seems to be a hot topic of this show, the serpent seed line, exactly who they are, how they tie into the Illuminati, and how everything is all connected. If you look at everything I've written, it's all pieces of the puzzle. It's just all pieces, and it all comes together. And so everything's connected. There's nothing new here that I've ever written about on any of my sites, any of the articles, because they all just fit in together. They're pieces of the puzzle, and when you start putting the puzzle together, you realize just exactly how everything does operate and who's running what, who's doing what, who's part of what. And so that's going to be it. We're going to wrap it up for tonight. I'll be back next week at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow I'll be on the air with Aliens in the News at 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. aliensinthenews.com. You can check that site out. And certainly listen to the archives of this show at SherryTalkRadio.com. Download them, record them onto CDs, pass them around. This show is global, being listened to in over 140 countries right now. And so just get the information out there any way you can. You can record it on CDs and pass it around. And my full permission to do so. We'll see you next week, folks. Have a good week. God bless.